On the island of Okinawa, a bustling metropolis and rugged coral beaches support one of the longest living populations on the planet. There's a superfood ingredient that they eat more of than anywhere else in the world, and today I'm due to visit a revered master in the art of its production. He starts work at 4 a.m. every day, but before I meet him, I'm taking part in another of Japan's early morning rituals. Konnichiwa. Radio exercise is a workout program that is broadcast nationwide every morning. People either do the morning routine in their homes or, like these lovely lot, meet up in groups to do it.
I guess this is all about stretching and flexibility. All across Japan, there's groups like this. This lady here is 93. I think the average age is about 85 here. Oh. I'll get there. As you can see, I'm not doing very well in the time, but they learn these exercises in primary school. So kids across the whole country do it. The old age pensioners do exactly the same. And it's great. Our kids should be doing it in Britain. They're all incredibly flexible. They're touching their toes, they're spinning around. And this has got to be amazing for sort of old age and longevity. But it's also community. If any of this group don't turn up, they all kind of look out for each other.
Daily exercise coupled with a healthy diet seems to be working wonders for Okinawans. And there's one food they champion more than any other.
Okinawans eat more tofu than anyone else in the world. And if you're not sold on tofu yet, then bear with me because it's incredible, really, really nutritious. And I'm gonna get to meet a third generation tofu maker that still makes it by hand.
55-year-old Shigeru Nagado is one of Okinawa's artisan tofu makers. To make the tofu, he starts with dried soybeans and grinds them to produce a milk, which is decanted into these vessels, ready to be heated.
What temperature do we heat this to?
とするのがだいたい87度から9度ぐらい。50ぐらいを食塩と塩と一緒に混ぜたやつを沸騰したらにがりを打ちます。
The nigari, made from Japanese sea salt, causes the mixture to split into soya milk and curds, which is separated off to become tofu. And I'm about to taste it freshly made, a rare treat.
これが油脂豆腐。
This is an opportunity that no one gets. Oh, it's really, really good. The depth of flavour is unbelievable. Ayoshi.
美味しい。
This is the best tofu I've ever had in my life. Kyoto, Tokyo, anywhere in the world, this is the best. How important is tofu to Japan and Okinawan culture?
食べ物として、沖縄の場合は特に豆腐食の中にどういったものにでも入ってきますからいろんな食材にほとんど豆腐は入ってますね。
Shigeru makes two types of tofu. The first is bags of super soft silken tofu.
I've slowed him down a little bit today. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to have to do a little bit of work now. I'm doing a bad job here, but it's okay. The first one I'm always going to be rubbish. You watch, the next one's going to be great. This is his one. Ushi. This is this one. No good. I'm going to buy this one.
For the second type, the curds are decanted into block molds and weighed down to remove the liquid. This forms a more familiar firm tofu.
When are you going to retire?
まだまだ割と、去年だねうちの親父が辞めたの84歳の時。
Woo! So a few more years to go.
あと30年は大丈夫だろうね。
One of the reasons Shigeru, his dad and Okinawans, young and old, may be living such healthy lives is because in a diet with very little meat, tofu is an important source of protein, is naturally lower in saturated fat, and helps lower cholesterol.
If we're talking about the longevity and health of Okinawans, it's kind of impossible to rule out the important connection with tofu. It's so prolific in their diet. It's such an incredible protein. This is definitely something that we should get in our life, definitely.
400 miles off the coast of Japan, this island is home to more 100-year-olds per capita than anywhere else on the planet. Okinawans of all ages live active lives. And what I'm personally very excited about is this is also the birthplace of karate.
It might have been 30 years since I was in Clavering Village Hall with my orange belt, but I couldn't come here without checking it out, could I?
So to find out what these guys are eating to stay so healthy well into old age, who better to speak to than the toughest guy on the island, the Grand Karate Master, who happens to be 74 years old. Meet Sensei Haiga. He's invited me for lunch, but wants me to work a bit for it first.
This is his dojo. They're nearly all black belts, of course, being the home of karate. Keeping fit into your later life is kind of much more normal out here. Sensei, konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
You're 74 years old. You're as strong as an ox. Do black belt karate experts ever retire?
はい、体が動く限りやります。頑張ります。いつまでできるかわからんけど、体が動く限り。
So that's your uncle on the wall there, who was a very famous karate expert. Was he teaching until late in his life?
80歳ぐらいまではどうにかなさってましたけど。
And before lunch, there's just enough time for Sensei to teach me some key moves.
はい、ジェイミーさん、これからも頑張って空手を続けてください。
Keep practicing.
Finally, time to dig in. The Okinawans traditionally eat a low-calorie, mainly plant-based diet rich in soy.
Please tell me, what have we got here?
そうですね、ゴーヤ節って言いましてね、あとは紅芋のね、ふかしたもの。これが神田場、お芋の。
With the sweet potato.
そうです。お芋はこうやって食べるし、それから葉っぱはこう
The leaves taste really good. And then this stuff over here. Please tell me what's going on.
これもみんな紅芋を使ったお菓子ですね。
Wow.
The dominant ingredient on the table is the nutrient-rich sweet potato. I expected rice to be the staple food, but because of typhoons, it's actually nearly impossible to grow on this island.
まず紅芋をね、割ってみてから。はい。
Which one is best? This one? This one?
はい。
Okay, and I pass this to you?
どうぞ。
Okay. And then how do you eat these? Just tear them apart or?
より美味しくなるためにこうしてね、お味噌をつけて食べるんですよ。
Okay. Wowzers, look at that color. Wow.
こんなです。
Beautiful.
リチャーって人参。
いかがですか？
Oshi.
美味しい。
Guys, when you were little children, what would you eat in your diet?
昔の金持ちはですね、米食べるんですよ。お金がない人は芋食べるんです。
芋食べる。安いから。
今は違う。今はね、芋の方が高い。
For decades, the affordable sweet potato, a purple and white variety, made up more than half of Okinawans' daily calorie intake. Which is no bad thing, as it happens to be a powerhouse veg.
They are incredibly rich in all sorts of minerals, nutrients, vitamins. I mean, it's an absolute knockout cocktail of wonderful things in a sweet potato. So if you don't eat sweet potatoes, go and get some. And if you eat them already, double it, because they're really, really good.
Ancient Chinese legends call this the land of the immortals. And as home to one of the longest living populations on the planet, it's clear why. When it comes to food, the Okinawans have a belief called nushigushi, meaning let food be your medicine. The idea is simple. Eat the right food to prevent illness. So I'm meeting Mr. Shoei Kinjo,
Arigato!
who's lived his life by this mindset. And at a mighty 95 years old, may be proof there's something in this.
Lovely to meet you. Wow, I've never seen a veggie garden like this. This man likes to grow. Come and have a look at this. He's got mint here, chilies growing in there, mangoes here, salads. He's got loads of stuff going on.
Everything Mr. Shoei grows can be used for different ailments, but instead of waiting to get ill, they're incorporated into the diet to stave off sickness.
This is mugwort here. It just looks like a weed, but they use this for tummy aches and often for a kind of digestive settle the tummy.
But there's one produce dominating this garden. Mr. Soy's award-winning Goyas, also known as bitter melon.
You want me to cut it?
Oh,
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Look at that, mate.
Goya is a summer staple here in Okinawa. Extremely high in vitamin C, it's fantastic for the immune and nervous system. And just 100 grams provides all the vitamin C Mr. Shoei needs in a day. Now that's what I call a clever veg.
Why are these your favourite vegetable then?
ジュースもできます。漬物もできます。サラダにも入れられる。薄切りして。
Diori? Shimyosho?
はいはい。
Nice. It's my Japanese for. Shall we get cooking?
Even at 95, Mr. Shoei still normally cooks his 3 meals a day. But tonight, his daughter Etsuko is doing the honours.
This is the Goya here. You can see it's been split in half. The seeds have been taken out. So, okay, over to you, my darling.
We're making the local stir-fried dish, Goya Shamparu.
ゴーヤはビタミン C がたっぷりで夏バテに一番いいって言われてるんですね、沖縄で。特にビタミン C は水に弱いですよね。
Which is quite unusual because often when you cook veggies, that goes.
だからこの暑い沖縄の夏を乗り切るためにはゴーヤがどうしても必需品なんですね。
Why is that?
そう、ビタミン C とやっぱりその苦味、それだと思いますね、苦味。
Beautiful colours. Time to eat. Look at this. I asked him, could he show me a few ways to cook the Goya? And look what we got here, a whole feast. We've got the dish that we just did. We've got a salad over there. We've got the tempura. We've got pickled Goya. So, enough talking. Shall we? That's a really balanced, wonderful, colourful meal. This is really, really delicious. Oshi.
美味しい。やっぱり旬のものを食べるのが一番健康にいいって言われていて、まさにゴーヤが今旬なんです。
This is what the Okinawans do. They cook things that are really good for their body at the right time of year. It's just embracing food, not just as food, but as something that's going to make you feel great. These are some of the big tips for longevity and long, prosperous, healthy lives, just like him. Whether it's turmeric or fennel seeds or mint or Goya, food is medicine, and he knows it. Ayoshi, domo arigato.
どういたしまして。
So I want to take home this food as medicine mindset and apply it to foods readily available in our supermarkets. In my quest to discover how to live a longer and healthier life, I'm travelling to the places experts have identified as health hotspots. I've come to Okinawa, Japan, a rugged island surrounded by warm, clear seas and coral reefs, and home to some of the oldest people on Earth. One of the reasons for their longevity could be a food that surrounds the British Isles, but we don't eat enough of: seaweed. So I've come to meet 58-year-old seaweed farmer Tadashi Oshiro.
Okinawans eat more seaweed than anyone else in the world, even more than people from mainland Japan. So we're going to go and pick some of the favourites of the locals.
There are dozens of varieties of edible seaweed, which have been eaten by the Japanese for thousands of years, and they all contain different powerful nutrients. Today's crop is called mizuku, an Okinawan favourite.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Really interesting, like spaghetti, green spaghetti.
Yes.
So how often do you eat the seaweed?
私は今のと1週間に200グラム毎日食べます。なぜならね、体がすごくいいので、本当は100グラムで十分ですけど、200グラム食べます。毎日食べます。
Really? Wow.
Yes. Yeah, strong, strong.
Tadashi's good health may come from high levels of iron in seaweed, which helps keep the immune system healthy.
So we go over here,
Yeah.
pick some.
One small handful of dried seaweed contains the same amount of iron as 2 whole bags of spinach.
This is full of so much good stuff. Vitamin B12. It's very, very good for your immune system. And a lot of the locals don't get kind of flus and colds like we do back home. So there's definitely something in it, that's for sure.
Tadashi's invited me to taste a few different seaweed varieties and dishes. He's brought along his 83-year-old mum, who works with her son every day. And if that's not proof of seaweed's powers, I don't know what is.
This is the Mazuka we've been collecting. This is incredible here, look at this. Wowzers. What's this called?
海ぶど
Umibudo, which is kind of like sea grapes.
Yeah.
They're unbelievable little capsules that pop in your mouth. This one here?
朝
Asa. So totally different texture again. Little short strands. And every one has a totally different flavour.
Joining us is family friend and dab hand in the kitchen, Masa. She's going to whip me up a favourite dish, seaweed tempura, where the Mizuko is combined with a light batter and quickly fried.
So she's got spring onions in there, carrots. There's a kind of flat chive leaf in there. There's the seaweed. So,
はい
okay.
はい
So hot oil, about 180 degrees Celsius. But you have to remember that these beautiful seaweeds here are more nutritious than any land plant. It really is incredible stuff, and it tastes so good. Ooh, the tempura's here. Yeah. And how do they eat them, with a chopstick?
手でそのまま
With your hands? Ah, you're my kind of girl. Nice one. I mean, just look at that. These are hot, crispy, and delicious. The seaweed's got an amazing savoury, salty flavour. It's really, really good. That's why it's so good in soups and broths as well. It's kind of a seasoning as well as a flavour. But of course, you've got the texture. Really, really good.
We're also going to try a raw seaweed salad with a sweet and sour dressing.
It's really good. So simple.
Having eaten seaweed her whole life, Tadashi's mum is in no doubt of its health-giving properties.
これが珍しいね。ね。
珍しいね。
これをね、今からね、あんたが食べたら100歳も生きれますよ。
Seaweed is absolutely a cornerstone of their diet. We can't ignore it. And if you can look this good at 83, brilliant. We want a little bit of that. But seaweed definitely is something to look out for. So what are you waiting for? Give it a go.